and good morning, all of you. I'm back again. So, today is the second session of class 5th, and our today's chapter is chapter number 2, latitudes and longitudes. So, as usual, have you taken your notebook and pencil? Shall we start the chapter? So, start noting down the contents. The contents are also known as index. Okay? So, moving to the contents for class 5th, chapter number 2, latitudes and longitudes. Let's move. Now, what would we learn in this chapter? In this chapter, we would learn imaginary lines that are on the globe. What are they called? They are called equator, latitude, and longitudes. In this, we will see the facts about the latitude and the importance about the latitude, the facts about the longitude, and importance about the longitude. Okay? More we will see the prime meridian. What is a prime meridian? How can we use the prime meridian in the globe? Next, I'll show you the picture of prime meridian, which will help you to know more easily about the prime meridian. Then, international date line. What is international date line? How can you locate international date line on a globe? What is the use of this international date line? Why do we use this international date line? More, how would we locate places? You must have seen the places on a globe or on a map. But how would you know the distance, or you can say how would you locate a place on a globe or on a map? Then, grid. What is a grid? How is a grid formed? And what is the use of that grid? We would learn in this section. I'll also show you some clips related with all the contents so that it would be easy for you to understand. And lastly, we would see how to calculate time. You must have known that the timings are different in all the places. Like countries, you can say. If here it is 12 o'clock noon, then what is the time in other countries like America, Australia? What is the time? And how can they be calculated? We would see in this chapter. But as I have told you, this chapter we will continue in 2 parts. So today is the first part. In the first part, I would tell you about the latitudes, longitudes, equator. Okay. Today in this section, we will see about equator, latitude, longitude and prime meridian. Fine. So let's move now to the chapter. Now our first imaginary line is the equator. Now before knowing about the equator, let me tell you something about the globe first. Okay? Now globe, it is the model of the earth. Right? Now as the earth rotates on its axis in the space, same ways there are axes on the globe also. Okay. Now this axis passes from the poles. Okay. So the upper pole is called as North Pole and the lower pole is called as South Pole. Fine. After that, this earth, our earth, is divided into two parts with an imaginary line. That imaginary line runs on the globe that divides the earth into two equal halves. That divides the earth into two equal halves. These two equal halves are known as hemisphere. These two equal halves are known as hemisphere. Okay, from which the upper hemisphere is known as northern hemisphere, or you can say northern hemisphere, because it is in the north direction, and the lower hemisphere is known as southern hemisphere because it is in the southern direction. So in this way, the earth, or you can say the globe, is divided by the equator into two equal halves, that is the hemispheres. Northern half of the earth is known as northern hemisphere and southern half of the earth is known as southern hemisphere. Got it? And the earth rotates on an axis. That is also an imaginary line. You cannot see this axis or the equator on the earth. If you go into the space, or you cannot see these lines there. That's why they are being called imaginary. Imaginary line that divides the earth into two equal halves. Okay. Now moving further, we will see the latitudes. The line of latitudes. Now about the latitude. These latitudes are also the imaginary lines. Okay. They are also called as parallel lines. Okay. They are also known as parallels. You can also call them parallels of latitude. You can also call them as parallel of latitude. Now these latitudes, they run in east and west direction. They go from east to the west direction. East from where the sun rises and to west where the sun sets. Okay. These latitudes encircle the earth horizontally. These latitudes encircle the earth horizontally. Okay. These lines of latitudes or the parallel of latitudes measure the distance north or south from the equator. Now where is the equator? The equator is in the center of the earth, or you can say in the middle, exact middle of the earth. I told you it divides the earth into two equal halves. So the line of latitude measures distance north or south from the equator. Okay. Now these lines are parallel and lie in an equal distance from each other. Means the distance between these lines, these latitudes, as you can see in the picture, there is a picture shown. In that picture, you can see that the distance between each parallel of latitude is the same. Okay? The length of the latitude increases when we move from the poles. Means if you start moving from the pole to downsides, the length keeps on increasing. Means if it is a point on the pole, as you move down, it increases. Okay? And how many latitudes are there? How many parallel or how many lines of latitudes are there? There are 181 lines of latitudes on the globe. There are 181 lines of latitude on the globe. These lines of latitudes or the parallel of latitudes cross the prime meridian at the right angle. The prime meridian I'll show you further when we discuss or when I will explain you about that topic. Okay? Now if you start moving from the equator towards the pole, these lines of latitudes will start becoming shorter. And when you start moving from the poles to the equator, the lines of latitude will start growing larger. Okay? Have you understood? So, next we will again see more about it. Okay? More about the latitudes. Knowing more about the latitudes are that the parallels of latitudes are all of parallel circles. Okay? And they are from the equator to the poles. They go from east to west. I have taught you the 4 directions: east, west, north, south, and all the sub-directions also. You have to keep it in mind about all the directions because these are going to help you while the topic which we are going to discuss, the locating places. While the discussion of the topic locating places, these directions are very necessary. So please keep in mind the 4 directions and the 4 sub-directions. Okay? Now these lines of latitudes or parallel of latitudes are measured in degrees. Why are they measured in degrees? Because while locating the place, we need the latitudes, and while locating the time, we use longitudes. So whenever the latitudes are being measured, they are being measured in degrees. Okay? More further, it is the equator represents the 0 degree latitude. Where the equator is situated on the earth, or you can say on the globe, it is on 0 degree. Its distance from the equator is either of the poles is 1/4 of the circle around the earth. Means if you see the latitudes, the parallel of latitudes, when they start from east and come to the west, they are in a circular shape. Okay? And you can say that the distance from the equator to either of the poles is 1/4 circle. It is only the 1/4 circle. It will measure 1/4 of 360 degrees. 1/4 of 360 degrees means 90 degrees. You have learnt in maths. 1/4, 1/4 multiplied by 360, it is 90. So you can say that 90 degrees north latitude marks North Pole and 90 degrees south latitude marks South Pole. Okay? So, I'll show you a picture. In that picture, it will be more easy for you to understand about the important parallels. How are they being distributed? Where is the equator situated? Okay? Now some important parallels of latitude. Which are they? The parallels of latitudes are equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. I repeat again. The important latitudes are equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. Note it down. Now more further, where are these latitudes located? On which degree? Okay. Now the equator, which divides the earth or divides the globe into two equal halves, is located at 0 degree. Equator is at the 0 degree latitude. Okay. Now Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer is 23.5 degree N. What did I say? What is N? N is indicated as northern hemisphere or towards North Pole, you can say. So Tropic of Cancer is situated on 23.5 degree north. Tropic of Cancer is located 23.5 degree north. Tropic of Capricorn. Now Tropic of Capricorn is also situated on 23.5 degree, but S. 23.5 degree S. S means south. So Tropic of Capricorn is situated on 23.5 degree south. Now we can move to Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle is situated on 66.5 degree north. Again, Arctic Circle is situated on 66.5 degree north. Antarctic Circle is situated on 66.5 degree S, that is south. Note it down. I'll show you a picture. In the picture, it is clearly there. It is there on the screen. Look at the picture very carefully. If you have not understood, looking at the picture, it would be easy for you to understand. Look at the Arctic Circle. It is in the northern, it is near the northern pole, North Pole. Look at the Antarctic Circle. It is at the southern pole. Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. And the red line which you see, that is the equator. And you can see easily that this equator is dividing the earth or the globe, you can say, into two equal halves. Okay. Now one main thing, you can see the Tropic of Cancer. Okay. The Tropic of Cancer passes through India. India is in the northern hemisphere. So Tropic of Cancer passes through India. Moving next. But before moving, let me tell you one thing. You have to draw this diagram. So have a look, draw it roughly right now, and then you can practice it neatly. Okay? Now the another imaginary line is the longitude. The longitude you can see in the picture. You can see in the picture the latitude which I showed you were from east to west. Now these longitudes are from north to south. Okay? Look the picture very carefully, you will understand. These lines of longitude are also known as meridians. These lines of longitude are also known as meridian. Okay, now they run from north to south direction. They run from north to south direction. Okay, but as I had told you that the lines of or the parallels of latitudes are equal. The distance between the two parallel of latitudes are equal, but the lines of longitude, or you can say the meridians of longitudes, are not parallel to each other. The meridians of longitude are not parallel to each other. I will show you that when I show you the difference between the latitude and longitude. So it will be more easy for you to understand. But first, try to understand separately. Okay? Now, the distance, the measuring distance was from north to south in latitude. Now here, the meridians of longitude measure distance east to west of the prime meridian. Okay. Next, they are farthest apart from the equator and they meet at the poles. Means if they start from the north pole, they meet at the south pole. Okay. Now, how are these lines of lines of longitudes indicated? If they are in the eastern part, then they will be indicated as E, letter E. And if they are located in the west, then they will be indicated as W. Okay? Now, we have seen that the equator divides the earth into two equal halves from the middle. Okay? And that are called the hemispheres, north hemisphere, south hemisphere, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. Now there is one more imaginary line which is known as the prime meridian, which goes from north to south, and you can say this prime meridian also divides the earth into two more hemispheres. So that is the eastern hemisphere, and then the other portion becomes the western hemisphere. Equator divides the earth into two halves, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. Same ways, prime meridian also divides the earth into two parts, but it divides the earth into eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Now, each hemisphere in the eastern and the western hemisphere there are 180 lines of longitudes. Means if one hemisphere has 180 lines of longitude, then the other hemisphere also has 180 lines of longitude. That means 180 plus 180, it becomes 360 lines in total. Okay, how many lines in total? 360 lines. How many lines were the latitudes? 181. Because there were 90 lines in northern hemisphere and 90 lines in southern hemisphere, including equator. So there were 181 lines in latitudes and 360 lines in total in longitudes. Getting? Shall we move further? In the next, we will see the importance of these lines. Means the important lines of longitude. What were the important lines of the latitudes? Equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. Okay. Now here we will see the important lines of longitude. Now the important lines of longitudes are, or you can say the meridian of longitudes are, prime meridian and international date line. The most important line of longitude is prime meridian. Same as equator, it is also located on 0 degree longitude. Equator was located, or you can say equator is located at the 0 degree latitude and prime meridian is located at the 0 degree longitude. How does the prime meridian help? The prime meridian helps you to separate the earth into west and east hemisphere, or you can say into two halves, that is the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. You can look at the picture. Very clearly it has been shown which is the equator line, the red one. In that, the red one is the equator, which divides the earth into two equal halves. One is the northern hemisphere. The upper hemisphere is known as northern hemisphere and the lower hemisphere is known as the southern hemisphere. And again in the center, going from poles, moving from poles, a yellow line from north pole to south pole, you can see that line is the prime meridian, which divides again the earth into two equal halves, into two hemisphere, but now the hemispheres are the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Getting me? So by looking at the picture, I think it has become easy for you to understand. Now you are not confused between the prime meridian and the equator, and how do these two lines divide the earth into two equal halves. Okay. Next is the international date line. This international date line is located at 180 degree longitude. This equator, this international date line is located at 180 degree longitude. It is where the start of each new day begins. Means this line is situated in such a place that where each and every place has a new day, beginning of the new day. So this line is situated where each new day begins. Okay? The international date marks the difference of date between the Eastern Hemisphere and the Western Hemisphere. There will be different date. If in India, you can say if in India it is Saturday, then it is another place, it may be some other day. So this is because of the international date line. I'll explain you more when we move on this topic. Okay? So now moving to the prime meridian. First, let us learn about the prime meridian with the help of this picture. Further, I will show you one clip also. Now, in this picture, you can see that the prime meridian divides the earth into half two. The equator was dividing the earth into two equal halves from upper to lower parts. But the prime meridian is dividing the earth again into two equal halves, but from side to side. Now, this is the main difference. The equator divides the earth into two hemispheres, that is from north to south. Or you can say into north to south. And the prime meridian divides the earth into two equal halves again, but from side to side, that is from east to west. So the eastern side is known as Eastern Hemisphere and the west side is known as the Western Hemisphere. Now this prime meridian also passes through 0 degree, but it passes through the community of Greenwich, that is in South London, and that is why it is known as prime meridian. Okay? Now moving further about the more prime meridian. Now the prime meridian. Look at the picture. In the last picture, I had shown you both the lines. One was the equator and other was the prime meridian. But looking at this picture, it would be easy. Right? The red line moving from the north pole to south pole. This is the prime meridian, which divides the earth into again two halves, but standing two halves. Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. Now about the prime meridian, it is such a meridian which passes through Greenwich. Greenwich is the main place. Okay, it is near South London. It is near South London, where the British Royal Observatory is located. That's why this meridian is considered as prime meridian. Why is prime meridian considered as by its name prime meridian? Because this meridian passes through Greenwich. Where is Greenwich? Greenwich is in South London. Okay, and where is it located? It is located in the British Royal Observatory. And that's why this meridian, because it passes through Greenwich, it is known as prime meridian. Now the value of this latitude, that is the prime meridian, and from it we can count 180 degree eastward as well as 180 degree westward. So there are 360, I had told you there are 360 longitudes. So from that 180 degrees are towards the east and 180 degrees are towards the west. Now the prime meridian and the 180 degree meridian divides the earth into two equal halves. Okay, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. So now it is more easily understood. I think so. Now I'll show you a clip. In that clip, the prime meridian is explained more briefly. Okay? So now all the confusions which you have will be cleared. So let's move to the clip. Now here is a clip of prime meridian. Okay? Now look at the clip and try to understand.
Earth, our home in the vast universe. The Earth's circumference is nearly 25,000 miles from start to finish. There are so many places on the Earth. How is it possible to precisely locate just one of them? For instance, what if I wanted to tell a friend the exact location of the Coronado Bridge in San Diego? It would be hard to describe, but give him the coordinates of the bridge and he should be able to find it quite easily. To find precise locations, parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude form an invisible grid over the Earth. Latitude. Lines of latitude, also known as parallels, circle the globe from east to west. These lines are all the same distance apart, about 69 miles. Each degree of latitude is separated into smaller pieces called minutes. There are 60 minutes in 1 degree. Similarly, each minute is divided into 60 seconds. The equator lies at 0 degrees, halfway in between the North and South poles. There are several other unique lines of latitude. The Tropic of Cancer lies at 23.5 degrees north, and the Tropic of Capricorn lies at 23.5 degrees south. The part of the Earth that lies between these lines is called the tropics. It's known for its hot temperatures, heavy rainfall, and dense jungle. The Arctic Circle lies at 66.5 degrees north, and the Antarctic Circle lies at 66.5 degrees south. The area of the Earth between these parallels and the tropics is characterized by 4 distinct seasons. Longitude. The lines that run north and south are called meridians of longitude. These lines are measured the same way as parallels of latitude using degrees, minutes, and seconds. However, unlike latitude, lines of longitude are not equidistant from each other. Meridians intersect at the north and south pole. 0 degrees longitude is called the prime meridian. It passes through the Royal Greenwich Observatory in Greenwich, England. Using latitude and longitude, the precise location of San Diego can be written as 32 degrees, 42 minutes, 54 seconds north latitude, 117 degrees, 9 minutes, 25 seconds west longitude. Parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude form an invisible grid over the Earth. This grid is measured in degrees, minutes, and seconds, and it allows us to pinpoint exact locations anywhere on the face of the Earth.
Now you have seen, and I hope you have understood the prime meridian more easily. Now after looking at the clip, I'll give you a small exercise. Note down all the question answers. Let's move to the exercise. Now moving to the exercise. What is our first question? What is an equator? What is an equator? The imaginary line at the center of the earth which divides the earth into two equal halves is the equator, and it is the longest latitude. Note it down. I repeat again, what is an equator? Equator is an imaginary line that is at the center of the earth which divides the earth into two equal halves. Now what is a hemisphere? Our next question is, what is a hemisphere? The equator divides the earth into two equal halves. That two equal halves are known as hemispheres. I repeat again, what is a hemisphere? Hemisphere are the two equal halves which are divided by the equator. Okay? Next, what are latitudes and longitudes known as? I had told you, latitudes are also known as parallels of latitude, and longitudes are also known as meridians of longitudes. Parallel of latitudes and meridians of longitude. Next question, question number 4. Which meridian passes through British Royal Observatory? Which meridian passes? It is the prime meridian. Okay, it is the prime meridian. Which meridian passes through British Royal Observatory? It is the prime meridian. Next, question number 5. How are parallels of latitudes measured? How are parallels of latitudes measured? They are measured in degrees. Parallels of latitudes are measured in degrees. Now name the important parallels of latitudes and meridians of longitudes. This is the last question, but very important. I had explained you which are the parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. Parallels of latitudes are Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. You can also count equator in that. So there are five parallels of latitudes: equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. Now the meridians of longitudes, they are 2: prime meridian and international date line. Longitudes are 2: prime meridian and international date line. Have you all noted down all the questions? Now, in the next section, we will take another 2 topics, that is how to locate a place, how to calculate time. Okay, we will also discuss about international date line. Through that we will be able to understand how can we calculate time and how can we locate places on the earth. Till then, have a nice day and wait for the next session. Thank you so much.